Hello everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. So I have not been going outside for like almost 40 days at this point. I did go outside for like a routine walk in my backyard. And if I look a little bit different than usual, I don't feel like putting on makeup today. I did put on lip balm, and that's if you're wondering where my eyebrows went, can't be bothered to draw them. I also need to address this because I just spilled a full cup of coffee prior to filming this, and I spent like a good 40 minutes scrubbing the floors, wiping off the caffeine stains of stuff. Like I see some residues on like the wardrobes here. I've scrubbed, man. I've also had to wait for the floor to dry up because it's really cold today, if you couldn't tell. Like today's not going well, but this is the only time slot I have to film when there's daylight. I haven't slept yet. What's new at this point? So if you're new to this channel, this is what you have to put up with. But if you've watched a single video of mine, you know the kind of mess that I am. So welcome. Welcome back. In fact, I haven't slept since like, I don't know, it's been a very long time. At this point, I can't even calculate how many hours I haven't slept yet. Clearly, this isolation life has really brought out the best in me, but I still get my work done and I still manage to squeeze in some video games. Not a lot, but I thought that I would spend less this month, but apparently not. I spent way more than I expected, and it's not good. I should be saving money during these like trying times, these difficult times, but just needed a little bit of retail therapy. I do feel guilty for buying so much games because I know I have so much backlog, but you know what? There were sales. Okay, there were sales. I'm trying to justify my purchases, but I really can't. Anyway, it's just like been 2 minutes of me waffling at this point. I don't know how many hours I have. I think at this point I've racked up about 200 hours. Prior to filming this, I was also playing this. I was doing my dailies. I was selling turnips. They're not too great this week. I managed to get like in the 500s last week, which is fantastic. A lot of people came over to my island and sold theirs. The one time I didn't buy any turnips. But anyway, if you haven't played this game before, you probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But it's basically the stock market of Animal Crossing. That's one of the quickest way to earn a lot of bells or a lot of the currency in this game. But I've been playing this consistently every single day, but not so much lately because I'm kind of getting slightly bored of it. I'm hoping there is more updates because it seems a little bit empty. I think a lot of people can agree. Please don't come for me. I am very tired right now, okay? The brain's foggy, so if it comes out wrong and you interpret it as such, I'm apologies in advance, but this is my personal opinion. It's not gospel, so you don't have to take it word for word, but it's just my personal opinion that it seems a little bit empty and it seems a little bit rushed. I'm hoping there's more in the future. I understand it's like a slow pace kind of game where you grind daily, which is what I'm doing. I do enjoy that aspect. My brain is just in chaotic mode right now. But anyway, I'm starting to slow down here. I know they recently did an update with Leaf where you can start planting like shrubs and bushes, but I just need a little bit more. I'm excited for the gradual updates because the people who are working on Animal Crossing are the people, I think, same team as Splatoon, and the gradual updates actually keeps the player continue to play the game. So I understand what they're doing, but I think I'm just distracted by so many things in front of me right now because I went on a spending spree and I'm about to make a really big purchase, and I really shouldn't be doing these like little minor purchases like here and there like video games. I should really think about what I'm spending. I'm trying my absolute best. Like a good 30 days I was playing this and I'm still playing it, just less these days. I will hop on maybe like an hour or two at most to do like my dailies. Like I'll find the fossils, money tree, money rock, talk to all my villagers, buy all the clothes that I haven't got already, look at furnitures, turnip sale prices, and see if there's any special characters going on, if there's a red painting that I could buy, or there's bushes with a leaf and stuff. A slow pace, like a great thing to rewind after having to like work or edit stuff or whatever it may be. And it's like the only thing that's consistent in my life right now is Animal Crossing. Don't get me wrong, I do like this game, I play it daily, but I wish there was more to do. But I know they're gonna continuously update this, so I'm not too worried or too fussed about it because I have other games that can alternate. At first I felt really guilty for buying this. I've always wanted a physical copy of Rune Factory 4. It was never a physical release for the 3DS, at least not here in Australia. I had to buy the digital copy of this, and I think this is the first time I have a physical copy of any Rune Factory games, because they don't usually release, or even if they do, it's in limited supply. So this is my very first time having it. I'm having a blast with this. Yes, it feels a bit weird because it was meant for the 3DS, so the control's a little bit weird, but for me it's a nostalgia factor. I know 5 is coming out very soon, and I know Friends of Mineral Town is also coming out in July. I checked all the pre-order prices, it's still $80. It's so expensive. I said I was gonna make a big purchase, but with an exception. Anything from the old Harvest Moon games or Rune Factory, I will spend my coins on. I can't believe I actually resisted for like so many months of not getting it. It came out in Feb. I wanted it back then. I waited for the price to drop down a little bit, and then I managed to snag this for like $55, I think, including shipping. But I did have to wait 3 weeks for it because of the whole situation around the world, which I feel kind of guilty that this is such a non-essential item and I'm wasting it on this. But no, the combination of these two bring me joy in these crazy times, and I really like Rune Factory. So people might think it's a really short game, but it isn't. It comes in like, I think 3 or 4 arcs, I can't remember, it's been a couple of years. I'm currently in the 2nd arc, and I remember not finishing this game. I kind of quit once I got married, but it's super fun, and it's not the full $60 USD. I think, at least here in Australia, usually when it comes to like a AAA game or like a full title, it's around like $79.95, but it wasn't priced as that, so it was priced a little bit lower since it's a port of a fairly, not that old, but older game. If you've never tried a Rune Factory series before, I would highly recommend, and if you see it for cheap, go and grab it. It's really fun. If you like farming, RPG, fantasy, getting married, Otome style kind of game, and a little bit of fan service, so it's totally up to you. It's fun. It's really fun. At least I like it. So the last 2 is the latest PS4 purchases. It still smells like coffee because the coffee got poured on it. I'm kind of still really mad at myself for doing that. Story so far, I started off with the first game, I think. I am playing it in order. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, I think. I actually started streaming it on Twitch, the first hour of it, and it was a frustrating experience for people who were watching me because I was completely clueless, and I felt bad for the people who had to like guide me. But eventually, after I stopped streaming, I did play a little bit more. So I've only been playing this for the past 2 days, even though I bought this like 2 weeks ago. But you know, Animal Crossing and Rune Factory, like I've got stuff to do. Anyway. Oh, and I actually do have actual important stuff that I had to do. Couldn't just play video games all day. I don't know what's wrong with me, but usually when I don't have time to play, I want to play video games. Now that I actually can find ways to incorporate like video games into my life, I don't want to play it. Like, I'm just not in the mood. Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad I started this, because I've always wanted to experience this game for myself, and there's like so many. I haven't even started this yet because obviously I have to go through all of them to get to this, but according to many people, it's notorious or known in the fandom that the story is kind of convoluted, but I can't wait to experience it. I've always heard fairly good things from my friends, from my peers, from People who watch my videos for some odd reason, thank you so much for like putting up with my BS. Bless your hearts. Guess during these times you're running out of like content to watch, or like you're like sinking to my level. But several people have warned me about this, about the camera controls and stuff. Yes, they're horrible. For the first game, I had slight motion sickness. I'm kind of blaming it on the game because, you know, not that I'm terrible at the games to begin with, but it only took me 30 minutes to the first part where you have to collect the stuff, and another 30 minutes to collect the other stuff to leave the first island. And I didn't even leave the island when I was streaming. So in the 1 hour that I was streaming, I was basically doing the tutorials. And I didn't even finish the tutorials. Also playing on the easiest level because I'm just here to have a good time and not to stress out. Even though this is already stressing me out, but it's a stressful kind of fun because I can sort of manage what's happening. I'm having fun. Can you tell that I have a lack of sleep and my like thoughts are not like coherent at all? But I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Thanks to Asia Respects for convincing me to get this game. I think out of the group of friends, he might be the biggest fan of this series, but I know a lot of people in my life really like Kingdom Hearts. I've got it, I just have to play it. It took like 50 gigs, more than 50 gigs, because there was like 3 DLCs on top of that. So I downloaded everything. It took about 3 days. I think by the time it finished downloading, I was just over it. Because I'm kind of glad I had like Animal Crossing and Rune Factory 4 to kind of keep me preoccupied while Kingdom Hearts was patching and updating and downloading onto my like ancient fossil of the PS4. Happy mention is this was quite expensive. I should have waited a little bit more to get this Nintendo Switch stand, save a little bit more money, but I'm kind of glad I bought it because it is slightly flimsy. It is hoary and official, I think. I'm shedding a lot of hair. I'm deficient in everything because I haven't left the house, but I am on vitamins, so don't worry about me. It'll come back. And I did stand outside in the sun for like a good 30 minutes, so it should be okay. I'm not even wearing any foundation. This is my natural skin color. I've been using this Hori stand and I've been playing my Switch this way. So I just plop it on here and I leave it on my table up here and my bed's there. So I just play it like that and I use my Pro controller. Best investment I've ever made in my life is the stand and the Pro controller. And I've just been playing a lot more Switch lately. Even though my monitor's like right there, I can just access the PS4 quite easily and it's within like 2 steps to the PS4, but I'm just that lazy that I want to lounge around here. Today is extremely cold. It was 15 degrees Celsius. I know it's summer in some other places like the UK, but 15 degrees to me is cold. I'm wearing this and I just want to crawl back into bed and lounge and do nothing. Drink half a cup of coffee, I'm about to drink the other half, but just to go through Kingdom Hearts, both of them, 3. Haven't started playing it yet. Started playing the first game yesterday, streamed a little bit. You can check out my Twitch if you want to see the first hour of my live stream. It is only available for 2 weeks before it gets deleted, so if you want to watch it, because I don't archive it, that's the thing, and Twitch doesn't archive longer than 2 weeks. It's not like I personally want to delete it, but they automatically do that on their own, so if you want to watch it, you have to do it that way. Don't stream too often on Twitch, so don't expect me to pop up on there all the time. I usually go on Twitch when I have to stream like music, games, or anything in relation to that, because they're a lot more lenient, but that's about it. So I've also playing Rune Factory and Animal Crossing. Farms Together. Haven't touched Stardew Valley in forever, ever since Animal Crossing has that Heroes game. I think I mentioned it in my last month's favorites. For the most part, it's the same thing over and over again. So I bought a Switch game and a PS4 game last night. Well, no, this morning at like 5 AM. I was delusional. But they were both on sale and I couldn't resist myself. I spent so much. in the month of April. It's not even funny at this point. Like, I need to stop. A little bit out of the norm is I want to buy a PC. So if you have any recommendations between 1,000 to 1,500 Australian dollars is locally owned and shipped, because I can't buy stuff from overseas because by the time it reaches to me I have to pay tax and all of that. And if I could buy it domestically, I would much prefer it because of the whole situation. I don't know when it's gonna end, and I'm not gonna buy it within May or June. I'm gonna buy it in July when it's my birthday. But I've been looking for a PC for a very long time because my one is on the verge of death, and sometimes I've been editing on my phone because that's how bad it's gone, and it won't render anymore. So I think it is time to buy a new PC, but incredibly overwhelming because I don't know anything about technology. But luckily I've had friends who work in the IT field, and I've also got other friends who are like tech savvy that are helping me. But any recommendations or anything that relatively in my price range that you can recommend me, I would highly appreciate it. I need to save money. But anyway, and my neighbor's kids are screaming, so I'll let you know what you guys have been up to. I hope you guys are, if you can, stay indoors and don't go anywhere like me. So I'd like to know what you guys have been up to, what games you've been playing, what have you been doing. I think I've rambled long enough, and I'm so sorry that you have to see this ugly mug presented today, but I just didn't want to wear makeup and deal with the whole like 2-step cleanings afterwards and skincare and all of that. It's just a lot. Anyway, I hope everyone's safe and well. Stay at home and play video games if you can. And leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this content of mine, and hit the bell for notifications. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video, a lot more sane, a lot more coherent, and just, you know, maybe I would have slept by then and fixed my sleeping patterns, but who knows at this point. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.